Good job by white to grab a big advantage in the opening and convert the win. Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly, while preparing to push a pawn to d5 and recapture with a pawn if captured. Knight f3 develops toward the center, putting pressure on the e5 square and adding another defender to the d4 pawn. The queen's Indian defense prepares to fianchetto the light-squared bishop on b7, where it will have influence on the long diagonal. g3 prepares to fianchetto the light-squared bishop on g2, where it will sit on the long diagonal. Bishop b7 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. Bishop g2 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. Bishop e7 develops the bishop and prepares to castle. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center and controls the e4 and d5 squares. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Very precise. This is an equal trade. Takes back. That leaves a knight open to being captured. Capturing that knight wins material. Recaptures. Takes back. This defends the attacked rook. This wins material. This mobilizes the knight. Capturing that rook wins material. Recaptures. Takes back. Recaptures. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. A very strong play. Out comes the rook and into the battle. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. Right on target. One of the best moves. This wins time by threatening a knight and forcing it to move away. A solid choice. That knight was free for the taking. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. This fights against the other rook for the open file. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Takes back. This loses a bishop, but the position was losing no matter what. That bishop was free for the taking.